And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. As I get video games, as I get commentary. Last left off, we were heading back to Techno Baron, and then once again to Ammo Baron to, I guess, get something. What's interesting, actually, I found out just 2 seconds ago, literally like about 2 seconds ago, is that actually in the transition between it seems like in the transition, like when you're transitioning between screens, your character model doesn't actually disappear. So you can actually activate the speed boost while transitioning between rooms. Interesting. I don't know. This is one of the things I noticed. I like those little features. It takes some time to notice certain things, but you know, I usually have a fairly firm grasp of games by the end of things, even if I have no idea what I'm doing at the beginning. I don't know. Well, okay, let's talk to you first.
Can you talk to my assistant in Propeller Town? Rough him up if you have to.
Okay, whatever. Not like I wanted to or anything. Anyway, without further ado. Okay, gotta be careful. That thing almost hit me. Was it? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, Resonance of Fate. Why was I gonna talk about Resonance of Fate? Oh yeah, because Resonance of Fate was a game that had a very steep difficulty. Well, there were some pretty steep difficulty spikes, but all around though, the game itself was very hard to learn. But once you actually learned everything, it was actually, I'd say it's probably, as far as modern RPGs are concerned, it's definitely one of the simplest ones, one of the most basic ones, I think. It's just that it's very hard to learn. Hold on, let's talk to you.
The targeting module, can I have it?
Yes.
The targeting module has arrived! This is awesome! Pow! Good work, citizen!
You gave module. Okay.
I still need that good-for-nothing Barracuda Joe! Where is he? Oh no! I heard there were zombies on Spiderweb Island! Maybe they ate him! I should send someone over there!
Okay, so we need to go, so it looks like we need to go back to Zombie Island. First and foremost, rather than a lawyer, let's go and talk to Sky.
Have you seen Bolo? I could use his help making gravel.
I guess that mystery will just will solve itself, I suppose. We have 200 gems, rupees, so I think we can buy something now, another upgrade. Maybe. Let's see here. Welcome to my shop. I believe the next thing that we have next thing that we need is a pistol tune-up, actually. Yep. Because then we have the Silky Cream, and then we'll have the fastest whipping possible. Let's go with the pistol tune-up. Yes, please. Sold out. So now we have the max. We have max power. So now we have max power hair whip, and we have do they actually call it a hair whip? They don't call it a hair whip, do they? I keep calling it a tail whip, a hair whip, but I don't know. Anyway, so it's purple now. That's interesting. I'll take a green one. Was it a green one with extra purple? What was the SpongeBob quote from the Pretty Patties episode? Anyway, very steep difficulty curve, but overall it was fairly simple. Once you actually learn everything, it's actually, like I said, it's actually, I would say, to be one of the it would actually have to be one of the simplest all right, let's do it. One of the simplest puzzles, or one of the simplest RPG systems, JRPG systems that I know, as far as modern ones are concerned, anyway. Anyway, without further ado, I want to finish the, yeah, 2 episodes ago, I was talking about how I can't win, when it comes to being good at something. I realized this while I was I would realize this in between episodes. I kind of feel like SpongeBob a little bit. Have you ever seen that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick, sort of Patrick's parents were visiting him and they were oh, you're stupid, Patrick. So then SpongeBob's okay, well, I'm just gonna act extra stupid and then you'll look smart in comparison, right? That's what that's what I thought. And so then over time, hold on. There's definitely got to be anyone in here? He said he's gonna send some people over.
A death mask! Hey, I could use this! I'll trade you this pirate flare!
You gave death mask. Yeah. I didn't use the right voice. You got pirate flare. What's pirate flare do for us? What does pirate flare do for us? What is pirate? Is it just like a normal item? Oh, right. The pirate flares are the okay. Roddy tops. Good luck returning that soul. Wait, so do I need to go? Are we gonna be lost for this episode? Okay, so Ammo Baron says he's gonna send people over to this island, right? So I'm gonna look for some of Ammo Baron's goons, but we might actually need to go like to. Do we actually need to go to the Village of Lost Souls, like again? And no, we don't need to do that, do we? This might be a lost episode, not a lost episode as in, like, hopefully it's not like a lost episode. When I say lost episode, I mean like an episode where I get lost. Anyway, let's recommend it like where I can't figure things out, like SpongeBob. So like he's like, oh Patrick, okay, I'll just be there, I'll pretend to be stupid in comparison, that way you'll look smart, right? And so by the end of things, like, everyone was really convinced that, like, he was stupid, including Patrick. So then it got to the point where he's like, no, I'm actually smart. Like, I'm actually really smart. Like, here, I can do this. And, you know, it got to the point where, the damage was already done. It was too late. He had already convinced everyone so badly that he was stupid, that, like, so much that he was stupid that, like, there was nothing that he could do. There was nothing that he could do at that point. Right? That's kind of how I feel like with my videos, right? Like, yeah, it's kind of my fault for saying I title like all of my series with the exception of Red Dead Redemption. You know, Mega sucks at. You know, I begin like each episode that isn't the first one with I'm your host, MegaShadowFist, like a video games, like a commentary, that type of stuff. It's kind of my fault, but I feel like people have kind of taken that to heart. And so to tie that back to Resonance of Fate, Resonance of Fate was the only series that I've done where I actually got complimented on my gameplay. And out of all the series that I've done, I feel like that's the one that I'm least worthy of being complimented on, because I was told that I handled that game like a pro. Even though in reality, I did not feel like a pro at all. Like, I think it was like chapter 6 on, like starting from chapter 6 onwards, I started doing secret cuts during like the boss fights. So like, I think like on average, I cut out probably about 20, like somewhere in the ballpark of 15 to 40 minutes, anywhere from 15 to 40 minutes worth of boss fight stuff for each boss, with the exception of the final boss, because in the final boss, I didn't cut out 15 to 40 minutes. I cut out 2.5 hours. I cut out 2.5 freaking hours during that final boss. It was ridiculous. Because, like, Resonance of Fate is, like, one of those games that it's very hard to grind for. In order to grind for it, you have to, do some pre-grinding grinding. You have to get, like, a bunch of, like, colored hexes and then link them up to terminals, and then, like, I had, like, 3 terminals that I wanted, like, 2 times the XP, like, 2 times stuff. Like, it was ridiculous. I had, like, 2 times item drops or something. Like, you had to link them up, and, like, the more terminals that you have, like, linked up to each other, like, the more that you need. So I need like 300 colored hexes. I hooked them up to like the frickin' to the arena. Spent what was the equivalent of 2 full-time work days doing stuff. Like I woke up at like 6 a.m. Like I brushed my teeth and then I started playing, and then I was finished. Then I finished at like 3 p.m. I did that for like 2 days. For like 2 full work days, pretty much, like a full-time job, doing all the grinding. Went through the final dungeon, got to the final boss. He freaking kicked my butt. Spent 2 hours and had to go back and gain some like freaking Molotov cocktail EXs. What am I doing? Clearly, I'm not doing anything smart right now. So he said he's gonna send some people over to Zombie Island, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So then, I think like in the final episode, I had like a few, I'm not gonna say the amount of times that I did in the final episode just for spoiler reasons, but that final cut that I did between, like, there was like a 2-day gap between that episode and the previous episode, or between the final attempt and the attempt before it. Cause I spent like I got there, I grinded so much, like I gained like a trillion levels. Where is he? Oh no, I heard there were zombies in Spider about. Maybe they ate him. But we have it! We have the... He looks bored in spirit form. Maybe we need to go to the whatchamacallit. Maybe... Where are we gonna find his body? We'll figure that out later, I suppose. We're gonna shove off. Alright, let's do it. Or maybe we need it now. Like, we have to go back to each island at some point, right? Let's go back to Mudbug Island. This is gonna be a lost episode where we don't really do anything, I imagine. You don't think the big black thing was Barracuda Joe, do you? Like that one thing that we saw from before? But anyway, like the Resonance of Fate, like spent like 2 hours, spent freaking 2 hours on him, and then I had to freaking stop and like I had to grind for some Molotov Cocktail EXs and then link a terminal to the final dungeon so like fire damage it like 2 times more. And in that game, by the way, terminals don't just benefit you; they also benefit like your enemies as well. So like it's kind of like a cost like give and take system. Like some things obviously don't affect like the enemies like 2 times EXP. Like enemies don't gain experience, I don't think so. But like some things like 2 times fire damage, that doesn't just benefit you; that benefits the enemies as well. So I had to go through the dungeon all over again and then finally beat the guy. But yeah, like I didn't feel like a pro, like because there was only like a couple times where I felt safe in that game. I did like starting with chapter 6. I did a lot of secret cuts during the boss fights. I think I only did like 1 or 2 outside of boss fights, but yeah, like most of those boss fights that seem like they take like 10-20 minutes, in reality they probably take like 40 minutes to an hour, maybe in a lot of cases. Well, some weren't that bad, but yeah, I didn't handle it like a pro at all. But you know, I kind of wish that you know, I get my due credit when I do good stuff. So you know. Alright, what I'm trying to say, I kind of wish that like there are times where I actually do handle things like pro. The times that like people keep in mind the times that I do handle things like pros, so that you know when I try like when I actually do when I ask how well do you think I'm gonna do, people don't just automatically go for like the worst case scenario. Okay. Layla goes on your side. Layla was on your side. Layla was on your side. There's got to be something here. I'm sure we don't have to actually go inside of like the dungeon itself, but come on. The mysterious figure. I don't think the mysterious figure was whatchamacallit. So like we need to find a body. Like the Village of Lost Souls would be the perfect place to find a body. Wouldn't you agree? Unless it's gonna be like one of those things where like we like attach like we put the brain inside of the robot and like I don't know, like in SpongeBob or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe that one area over. Okay, nope, not here. There's this one area over here. What if it is like a mummy body or something? We already went to Zombie Island. I think we kind of like, not necessarily sequence broke anything, but I think, oops. What I'm gonna do, oh yeah, we do 5 damage now because we have like the new gun. It's so, like, the size difference between this gun, like these bullets and like everything else, and like the original bullets is kind of ridiculous actually. There's gotta be a way to get up there. I'm sure of it. That's all that's gonna give us is probably like a frickin' Tinkerbat or something, I imagine. That's probably all it's gonna give to us. I don't know what to do. Like, maybe we're gonna need to go back to Propeller Town or something. Cause like, did we do something wrong? Did we like break the game or something by like not going like finding Barracuda Joe's soul first? The Wanderers free the others. The balance is broken. The Master will not be pleased. Who's the Master? Oh, we must be talking about like the Pirate Master, I suppose. So this was probably a waste of time, I imagine. Where are we gonna find that body? Because like I don't think we'd have to go. I don't know. Because we already went to Zombie Island. I don't know where we're just gonna find like a random corpse. I just thought of something. No, there's no way that's going to work. Or will it? Let me see something. Let me see something real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go back to Scuttletown. Let me go back to Scuttletown. No, this doesn't seem like it's gonna. But like, will it? Let me try something out real quick. I'm gonna go back to Scuttletown. I want to see if that stone body of like that stone body of like whatchamacallit. Wait, was the stone body of like Sky's boyfriend, was that actually Barracuda Joe? Like, I think, was that Barracuda Joe? Like, was that his name, or was that somebody, or was it something else? Let me go back. Let me go back. I don't think it was, but let me see if we can use that body. Let me see if we can use the body. Let me see. Whispers. Okay, so yeah. Whisper softly to Barracuda Joel's soul. Awaken, sweet baby sunshine.
Shantae, get away from him! What? One of them is an eternal testament to my status as a bachelorette!
No way! I won't let you waste your life standing there like that old man I destroyed. I give you Barracuda Joe! So this was Barracuda Joe, huh? You gave Spirit of Joe. Okay. Alright. I was making things much more complicated than they need to be. I don't remember what voice I gave him.
Barracuda Joe's alive.
This is absolutely incredible! How did you accomplish this? Shantae, you're the most amazing friend ever! I'll never question your judgment again!
Joe's had time to think, and a lot of fish in the sea, and all that. Well, back to work.
I don't exactly blame him, considering that he just died because of her. Well, not really her, but her father.
What?! Come back and marry me, you scumbag!
I'm gonna go too. See this guy? What the heck, man? Alright, Ammo Baron.
Kapow, we're all set! Thanks, girly! Glad you finally decided to join the winning team!
I ain't join the winning team, buddy. I just want you to give me whatever item you're holding.
Look, I even drew my old fan art of how your Ammo Town uniform would look!
Well, I want to see it! That's small!
Pew pew! But first, I got other business to take care of. Let's run down the checklist. Power at maximum.
Aye, sir!
Firing station.
Finger on the trigger.
And you're sure that targeting module is installed properly? She's up to code. I ain't not gonna miss. Meaning it's going to hit the target, right? Absolutely. She's locked in the palace, sir.
Wait, stop! You can't do this! There are people in the palace!
You're gonna defend those mobile bureaucratic busybodies? If any survive, I'll give them new jobs right here at the new Second Land HQ!
No!
Fire on my mark! 3, 2, 1!
Fiery blast palace disruptor cannon!
It ain't not gonna miss.
Fresh, cool air.
Okay, I knew this was going to happen.
The smell of victory fills my nostrils. When the Ammo Baron destroys Second Land Palace, I'll become incredibly wealthy. Even beyond my wildest dreams. I'll create weapons even more terrible than before. Soon, the real power in Second Land will be me. Me, the Techno Baron. That is one chubby green bird.
Holy crap! So that must lead to the actual dungeon, huh? That didn't seem to do a lot of damage. I was expecting a bigger explosion. Report!
Shot fired successfully, sir.
Yes, but the incorrect target was destroyed.
What?!
We fired over Second Land Palace and blew a hole right through Frostbite Island.
Who's responsible for this nightmare? Targeting module's hooked up right as rain. Then how? Problem's right here. That right there's the main circuit panel. I could see you guys in the next episode.